So question 18 from the homework, right? We're given that hydrogen reacts with oxygen to produce water, and they tell us we've got 2.05 times 10 to the 23 hydrogen molecules react with 1.33 times 10 to the 23 oxygen molecules, right? They ultimately want to know what's the mass of water we're going to make in this reaction. So a limiting reagent calculation, except for they've kind of backed us up even farther than we've done before, because we've gone from moles, right? Or we've gone from mass, to moles. Now they're giving us molecules. So we're going to have to go from molecules to moles before we can compare these numbers. So, right, to kind of map it out, they've given us molecules. The only thing I can do with molecules is find moles. And to do that, we're going to use Avogadro's number. Once I'm in moles, then that's familiar territory because we're going to use the mole ratio to go from moles of hydrogen, for example, into moles of water so that we can compare those two. And then once we find the limiting reagent, then we can find the grams of water by using our molar mass of water. So the first thing is to convert both of these into moles using Avogadro's number, right? Because Avogadro's number tells me for 1 mole of anything, right, I need 6.02 times 10 to the 23, in this case, molecules. So molecules of oxygen cancel out, molecules of hydrogen cancel out. We're going to be in moles. So 2.05 times 10 to the 23 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23. And I've got 0.3405 moles of hydrogen. Do the same calculation for water, 1.33 divided by 6.02 times 10 to the 23. Right, and I get 0.2209 moles of oxygen. Right, now we need to use the mole ratio to find what's our limiting reagent. So do the calculation for hydrogen, do the calculation for oxygen. 0.3405 moles of hydrogen, 0.2209 moles of oxygen. The balanced chemical equation tells us for every 2 moles of hydrogen, I'm going to make 2 moles of water. For every 1 mole of oxygen, I'm going to make 2 moles of water. So moles of oxygen, moles of hydrogen cancel. Now we're in the same units. Now we can compare those two. So that's 0.4418 moles of water. And then up here, you've got 0.3405 moles of water. So that means the hydrogen is my limiting reagent. Hydrogen is limiting reagent because when that is all consumed, I can only make 0.34 moles of water, right? That runs out first and limits what I can make. That also means I only need this now moving forward to find what is the mass of water produced. So 0.3405 moles of water, right? Every 1 mole of water, I need 18 grams of water. Oxygen is 16, hydrogen is 1. I have 2 of those, so water is 18 overall. So 0.3405 times 18. I'm going to make about 6.13 grams of water in that reaction. Three significant figures based on the three significant figures that were given to us with the number of molecules.